What is up, everybody? It's Copes here, and today I will be ranking every bundle that came out inside of the Fortnite store from worst to best. So all of these bundles were in the Fortnite store, meaning you had to pay direct cash for them and not V-Bucks. So we will not be going over any item shop bundles, any starter pack bundles, or any single skin bundles in today's video. The minimum amount of skins in each of these bundles is 2, the highest being 3. I'm fairly certain I didn't miss out on a single bundle. There are currently only 7 bundles that have ever been in the Fortnite store, or at least the ones I'm talking about. And I think they're great ideas, and I hope Epic Games continues to do them, because even if I dislike them, I still think they're worth the money. Alright guys, before we hop into the ranking section of this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on those notifications. Let's get into it. Starting out at my number 7 spot, even though it is the newest and typically new things tend to look better inside of this game, this one definitely doesn't. So maybe it actually looks worse than I'm thinking right now, but this is the newest and the worst, the Darkfire bundle. So I think this is a fairly cool idea, and I hope Epic Games can do it again maybe in 5 to 6 seasons from now. I really like the idea of grabbing different themes from other bundles, past bundles, and making a brand new one with a bunch of random themes. I think that's a very cool idea. I just don't think Epic Games selected the right skins for this bundle. So for this bundle, we have the Dark Power Cord, the Molten Omen, and the Shadow Arc. I think the Arc's a decent skin, I think the Omen's pretty plain, and I think the Power Cord should have been left out. The Power Cord looks too similar, in my opinion, to the original, and I feel like they should have went in a different direction. I think this actually looks a lot worse than the original as well, even though I typically like the purple color schemes for most skins. The Shadow Arc is trash, just like the Dark Power Cord. I think these are both worse than their originals. And the Arc and the Power Cord aren't that great of skins, in my opinion, as it is, so having them be worse is a problem. I think the best part about this bundle is the Molten Omen. I think it's easily better than its original, and I feel like they needed to change up that skin a little bit to make it better. I felt like the regular Omen was just too plain and sort of boring, but with the Molten Omen, it looks so much better. A plus side to this bundle, I think all the wraps are really nice. Another plus side to this bundle are the pickaxes. I think they're each dope, my favorite being the Molten Omens. I'm not a huge fan of the dual pickaxes as of right now, but I really like each of these designs. I think the original Arc wings are way too big as it is, so we didn't need a reskin of these. Maybe switch it up and make some new wings. But obviously Epic Games isn't going to do that, and these are just way too similar to another wing I just don't like at all. These are worse, honestly. The Power Cord's back bling is dope, and I would have to say my favorite is the cape in this set. The unification emote is honestly dope, and I'm really glad they added so many items in this bundle. Even though I only like one skin, I think the wraps are dope, I think the pickaxes are dope, I think most of the back blings are good, and you get an emote. I still think it's worth it with 2 skins being bad. Moving on to my number 6 spot, I had to give it to the Molten Legends pack. Ironically enough, in the Darkfire bundle, my favorite part of that bundle was the Molten Omen. But then at our number 6 spot is the Molten set itself. The only problem I have with this set are the skins. I really would have loved to see Epic Games go in a different direction with the skins they picked, because I don't think the Battlehound deserves it. I think they could have gone with a much cooler skin, but overall guys, I really love the theme of this bundle, and I think they perfected it. The only problem is they picked the wrong skins. I love the way that most of the attention is on the head of each of these skins, and then the body is sort of black and white. I think that's amazing. I think the Valkyrie is pretty dope. Maybe keep that one and switch out the Battlehound, but even the Valkyrie, I feel like there could have been another dope skin out there that deserved it more. I feel like the Molten Valkyrie wings only work with Molten skins, which there aren't too many out there, so honestly guys, I think these are pretty trash. I think the Molten Crested Cape is one of the best back blings I've ever seen. It took the Crested Cape, which I already loved, and made it even better, which is very difficult to do. I think the Lava Wing is such a cool glider. I mean, I love this type of glider. However many times it's been reskinned, I don't care. I will still love it, and this glider is dope. So the only problem I have with this set, even though the Valkyrie is decent, and I really like the theme of this design on each of these skins, I wish they would have picked other skins. At my number 5 spot, I had to give it to the Batman Caped Crusader pack. So starting out with the skins, I would say the Dark Knight is the main problem with this bundle. I feel like they took a really badass character and made him look wimpy, and I really dislike them for doing that. When I see his face, it doesn't really look like he's tough or mean. It looks like he's scared. Oh, I have to go save people? But then moving on to the Batman, I think they perfected his design, and I was scared they might mess it up, but they did a great job. And I don't think he looks wimpy like the Dark Knight, which is an added bonus. I think both of these capes are dope. I would say the Batman cape only looks good with his skin. The Dark Knight cape works with a larger variety of skins, which I think is dope, but I would say that this Batman cape looks so cool, and I love the way it melds into his skin. Yeah, they could have had it just hanging onto his shoulders, but that wouldn't have looked like Batman. It would have looked like some knockoff Batman. So the way they did that is absolutely amazing, and I give Epic Games huge props for it. The Batman pickaxe is pretty dope as well, no problems there, and same with the glider. I think it's dope. So the glider, the pickaxe, the capes, the Batman original skin are all good, and the only problem I really have is the Dark Knight. Moving on to my number 4 spot, I had to give it to the Final Reckoning pack. So I do think it's kind of odd that I actually gave some of the original bundles a lower spot than some that are just reskinned. But to be honest, guys, I don't really care too much about whether a skin is reskinned or not. The only time it really offends me is if it's worse than the original. Or if they try to reskin a bad skin, that usually fails most of the time as well. We only have 3 skins and 3 back blings for this bundle, but I would have to say, guys, Katrina, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not Spanish. I'm sorry, guys, but this skin overall, I think it is creative, and I like the color scheme for it, and I like the design overall of it. I don't really have a single problem with that skin whatsoever. Moving on, we have the Willow. I think it's a creepy skin with a really cool edit style. I honestly didn't even know it had an edit style until recently, but that is one of the creepiest doll looks I've ever seen. For me personally, I would rather stick with the human design for my edit style, but I would say both are good. The dolls being a little bit weaker than the original, but it's one of the creepiest skins ever created in this game. The black light is sort of like the Skull Trooper OG, the purple lights, but half of it and not as cool. I feel like they just threw on a hood on the Skull Trooper, took out half of his really cool rib design, and called it a skin. I do think this one is pretty decent though. I'm not knocking it too hard. That's just my observation on it. I think the dolly is super creepy, and it's such a cool back bling. I love any back bling that's similar to this, and there are quite a few out there. The Indigo Wings and the Morning Glory are probably the 2 weakest points for this one, guys. I really don't care for them. I think the Indigo Wings don't really work with too many skins. I think the Morning Glory is okay, but that's just about it. I would say this is a pretty dope set. I feel like the only thing that ruins it is the black light and the Indigo Wings. I don't really know why they decided to sort of rip off the OG Skull Trooper, and then the Indigo Wings are a reskin of the Dusk Wings. I really don't know why they did that, because the other 4 items are original in this bundle, but the Willow is definitely the highlight here. It's one of the most frightening skins, and I love horror movies. The horror genre in general, I just love. So this skin is definitely one that I look forward to using, but I haven't used it for a while because I kind of forgot about it, but I definitely will now. At my number 3 spot, I gave it to the Frozen Legends pack. So the Frozen Love Ranger, I think, got a huge upgrade from his original skin. I think the Frozen Raven looks it's close. It's so close to being as good as his original skin. I would say it's slightly worse than the original, and I know early on I said if it's a reskin and it's worse than the original, it's shameful, but not this time around. I really like the Frozen Raven. I guess I wouldn't say it's worse than the original. I would say it's not better than the original. Meaning that this one is dope, but the original is just slightly better. I think the Frozen Red Knight is one of the cleanest looking skins in this game. It's unbelievable. I feel like the Red Knight sort of needed a design like this, and it works out so perfectly, guys. I definitely want to go out and use this skin now. I think the Frozen Love Wings are okay, but I feel like if Epic Games made this a little bit more early on, they could have used these wings. Because the original Love Wings were the most popular wings in this game. They're the most popular back bling for sure, and everyone would buy the Love Ranger just to get them. but I feel like they sort of went out of style, so to get a reskin of them, like sort of when they went out of style, doesn't really make sense in my opinion. The frozen iron cage, I would say, is slightly better than the original. I really like it. And then the frozen red shield is absolutely dope. It's such a cool back bling. I love it. Overall, guys, I really love the theme of this bundle, and I really don't have too many problems with it. At my number 2 spot, I had to give it to the Dark Reflections pack. So first off, we have the Dark Red Knight, and I can't decide whether I like this one more than the original. I also can't decide if I like the horns on this skin or not. Some days I think the horns are such a cool detail. Other days I'm like, man, I wish they didn't add the horns. But I gotta give Epic Games credit for doing something a little bit different, adding a new detail. I really like that, and I hope they do that for other skins. The Dark Wildcard is one of the best bundle skins in my opinion. I love the clean look and the purple color scheme. I would say this and the Willow are easily top 3 for my favorite skins from bundles. The Dark Jonesy is honestly impressive because I feel like they took a very boring plain skin and made it so cool. The Dark Shield is literally one of the best back blings I've ever seen before. I absolutely love it, and I did say it was the best back bling of the season which this came out, which I think was season 10 maybe? The only problem I have with this bundle is the wild cube, guys. I don't care for it at all. I don't like cubes on my back. Epic Games, stop. The Dark Axe was also my favorite pickaxe of that season, guys. There's no doubt about it. One of the coolest pickaxes I've seen in a while, so we have a bunch of cool items here. This one easily deserved the number 2 spot. You might be shocked at how highly I'm talking about this pack, and it's not the number 1 spot, but trust me guys, the number 1 spot deserves it. At my number 1 spot, I had to give it to the Dark Rising pack. I really like the theme of this pack, but I really like the Lava Legends theme as well. But Epic Games made 3 great choices for the skin in this bundle, unlike the Lava Legends pack. The Perfect Shadow is literally the perfect skin for this bundle, and I'm glad Epic Games picked it. The Shadow Scully is another perfect one, and the Sunbird is another perfect one, guys. These are 3 very colorful skins, and then they change them to all black and white, which I think is amazing. My favorite is the Perfect Shadow in this one. I think the Cloak Shadow is a dope skin, but changing it to all black made it even cooler. The Perfect Wings are so cool. I think they're way better than the original. The Shadow Bird wings, I don't know if I like them more than the original, but I really like the look of those wings, and I think they're very dope. The Stark Satchel, which is the Scully Satchel back bling, is amazing as well. And I think the wrap is really cool, but who really cares about that, guys? I mean, it's a black and white wrap. It's pretty simple, but I still like it. I feel like they picked the 3 perfect skins to be in this bundle. They made 3 very dope back blings as well. To me, even though I wouldn't say this is my favorite theme for a bundle, I would say they made the most original choices for skins, and all of them were just perfect. So tell me what you guys think. Do you agree or disagree with my opinions? Make sure to leave a comment telling me, drop a like, subscribe, turn on those notifications as well, guys. I will see you guys later. Bye.